see, because I'm not afraid to show my starting point, okay? So my goal is, so you can see I'm not that bad in shape right now, but what I want to do is tighten, get the shoulders a little more capped, and you know, get everything kind of tuned in a little bit, okay? So
Jay Cutler's turning 50 this year in August, and I think is a perfect example of what younger bodybuilders and just anyone who trains in general should aspire to be like at that age. So some of you might know by now, I've been training for about 5 years in the gym, and I plan to train for a lot longer. I do plan to train for as long as I possibly can. I plan to compete, I plan to get a hell of a lot bigger and push my body to its natural limits. Beyond its limits, if possible. I really want to make sure that I can do whatever the body can do. And I'm not the only one who thinks this. Every single competitive bodybuilder has had this process in their mind where they want to push themselves to their absolute physical and mental limits. But what does that do to your body when you get to an old age? You're fine at 24, you're fine at 25, you're fine till you're 40. But what about when you're 55, 60 years old and your body starts to crumble away and all you're left with is some saggy skin and some really, really fucked up bones and joints? Now, I think Jay Cutler's coming back for the Masters Olympia. Don't know if it's been confirmed yet, if I'm honest with you. At the point of filming this video, haven't even checked. But I'm pretty sure it's what's going to happen. We're all pretty sure that's what's going to happen. And Jay's been involved in a lot of transformation challenges recently. He's had his own going on through his own coaching programs. He says he wants to get fit for 50 and start his 50s with a bang, in the best shape that he can possibly get to. The guy's clearly pushing loads of juice. Obviously not what he was doing when he was competing, but still a lot more than most guys do. A hell of a lot more than your body should handle. I know that without even having to know the numbers. But the Fit for 50 challenge is clearly a lot more to Jay than just getting in shape for his 50s. The guy still looks phenomenal. The guy looks better than anyone else I've seen at 50. Even when Levronegym came back for his Olympia, 2018 was that, he still did not look as good as Jay could potentially look. The guy is still huge, the guy is still massively built, the guy has amazing legs. Just look at the striations in his legs, how feathered his legs are. The guy's been trying to lose muscle on purpose for years and just keeping himself in tip-top shape. He's not even trying to grow. And look at him, he's always been a genetic freak. But the point I'm making for this video is, there's going to be a lot of guys who are watching these YouTube videos that I put out and that other guys put out, and they're probably the same age as me. You're probably in your early to mid 20s, even your 30s. I have no idea what you're doing now in terms of the gym, your training, any super supplements that you're taking. You have no idea what impact that's going to have on your body when you're 40, 50, 60 years old. And you should all strive, like I will, to be as healthy and as physically well maintained as Jay. Doesn't have loose skin, his bones and joints aren't absolutely messed up. He's still healthy, still happy, he's still training, he's still mentally healthy, he's still running his businesses. The guy's doing so well, and he's definitely a role model. The last thing you want to do is spend years developing your body, pushing loads of drugs, pushing your health to its absolute physical and mental limits, hold massive shape for a while, and then lose it all in a couple of years when you stop taking the drugs and you stop training properly. What's going to happen if you do that? Well, if you're 40, 50 years old, the elastin in your skin is not going to be what it once was, and you're going to lose all that muscle, and all you're going to end up with is a load of stretch marks, a shit ton of loose skin, which people are paying massive amounts of money, by the way, to get rid of now. It's not pretty. You're going to end up unhealthy, you're going to end up with sore joints, you have a much higher probability of needing surgical procedures like a hip replacement, or having problems like tennis elbow, knee replacements, things like that. You're just making yourself a lot more worse for wear for no reason. So I'm showing you this video partly to just make sure that you guys look after your health, and partly just to say, Jay's coming back for the Masters Olympia. We all know it. Look at the shape the guy's in. He's going to dominate. And if Phil was old enough to do it, which he's not for a few years yet, that would be a very interesting challenge. I'd love to see that. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell button for notifications when I put more videos on, and let me know what you think of Jay's physique. What are your goals for the future? I'll see you guys in the next one.